pre-release down here at Skunkey. This is the release team. We've got Vic and Rennie, integration staff. They're helped out by a few others, Becky, Catherine and Soph.
We're at the release, the Skunkey release. Rennie is going to tell us her predictions for who goes out first and who drinks first.
I think it's going to be TK going out first and Elora drinking.
Good bet. Vic?
For me, Elora drinking first and going out, I would say Anita.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Baby mum Sophie,
Okay,
tell us your babies.
Anita out first, Elora drink first.
Ooh, controversial. And other Sophie, you've been here exactly 2 weeks. Tell us about some babies that you haven't really met.
I think Anita is going to come out first, and I was going to say Elora too, but I don't want to copy other Sophie.
That's fine. No, Laura could be predictable.
Anita and Elora then.
Perfect.
Here we have our Skunky babies. So on top of the feeding cage we have Elora, TK and Boogaloo. And then we have Anita with her mum just over there. And it's a really exciting day today because these guys are getting released into troop in the next half an hour. They all have lovely shades of purple on them, as you can see from Elora, who's climbing the fence. This helps new volunteers able to tell them apart in troop, as these guys, especially these three, all look very, very similar.
I'm not sure. I think so, but it's like...
That is a boy.
It's a ball.
That is a boy.
It's not always easy, as you can see, letting the right monkeys in, and Kinney has managed to come in. He was a little male born in 2020. His mother was hit by a car, but you can see he's just as eager to get back out again.
So the best is to keep in.
It does get a little bit harder with the moms being in here for a little bit of a time, because as you can see, the orphans have settled down quite a bit, and they're playing around with each other. And at this point in time, we actually need them to be grabbing onto mom, and mom wanting to go out. So, but as you can see, these little guys are having tons of fun. They're really not interested in hanging on moms at the moment. For them, it's playtime. So to coordinate everything's kind of difficult. So moms want to get out. We can see the monkeys want to get out, but we can't let them out, or at least the foster moms, we can't let them out unless they're actually carrying a little one.
She's here somewhere. I think she's following one of the babies out. She's following them.
Pan and Mags, of course, are in there looking after the little ones, and of course grooming each other. Just shows they're very happy with the situation at the moment. Some of you remember Pan was born in 2007. She's one of Paradise's babies, so she's looked after orphans quite often in the intra cage, normally with Martha, but at the moment we've got Malawi in there.
Mario, I don't know where she's in.
She needs some.
Malawi was born into the troop to a female called Reggae in 2013. So of course we've got two older ladies, a lot more mature. They sort of really know what they're doing, and really love the little ones. So it's just great to have them in there. They know their place. They also know how to look after little ones and put them in their place. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do, because naturally there's 4 little orphans and 2 foster moms. So we'll see how they share them once they take them out. But these 2 are more than capable of looking after these little ones, and more than capable of getting them introed into the cage and finding decent foster moms for them as well.
Alright, ready? There's TK. There's TK. TK with Mags. This is one to go. Regina?
You mad, bro?
Yep. Anita just went out with Pan. A lot of monkeys are following her, especially the juvies.
Really looks like they're all excited to see the little new orphans. Everybody running around to get their chance to have a look, maybe see if they can get a chance to groom even. But it's just amazing seeing all of these little guys running down to greet them.
There is Anita with Pan on the left. They just rejoined Skunkey troop. And now Abu is next to them on the right. Here is Changuito, alpha female, and a lot of monkeys here. We have Abu, we have Rox, Josephine. There's two babies.
Two babies there? Two babies there?
There's two babies on Pam.
Oh shit, there's another one.
Bug's out! Bug is out! On Pam with Anita.
So Pan is there with both Anita and Bug. So she first came out with Anita on her belly, and then she went back to the intro cage and grabbed Bug. There she goes, lost her. So Pan is now on top of a tree, and Anita is crying on the ground.
Good bum.
And Pan is going, running to her with Bug on her back, Anita on her belly. Good mom, yeah. And that's Malawi, also very protective of the babies.
So Pan really got her hands full, even though Malawi was in the intro cage. But we'll see how long these two little ones just love her. But we'll see how it pans out later on.
Anita and Boogaloo?
So it is quite amazing how the whole troop is sort of following Pan. She kind of makes a bit of an escape to get a little bit of peace, I think, climbing up the trees. But she's got little Anita and Boogaloo close on her heels, and she just gets a little bit of peace, I suppose, from them, so she can rest, because it is quite a job carrying them. But as you'll see, as things progress, other monkeys will start helping her and stepping her in. She's also very proud of her little ones at the moment, and of course having two makes her feel even more ecstatic. So it's going to take a little bit of a while before she decides to share.
Anita and Boogaloo with fun.
Well, I mean, that's one of the cutest things one gets to see, these little ones standing up and looking around. It's amazing how they're enjoying these mangoes and things and really tucking in and eating them. So a lovely time of the year as well. We've got some beautiful fresh mangoes and things for these guys to eat, and these two little ones are really loving it.
We have Anita and Boogaloo. And it was spun between them. Boogaloo. Anita on the back with Pan.
Come on.
He's gonna do it again.
This man, you can be scary.
He can.
Be scarier.
He's coming for you, Laura. He's coming.
The belly.
Where is the baby?
Yeah.
Open the door.
Well, Elora is sort of the last one out, and it looks like Mags wants a little bit of a bit of break. She takes the first opportunity to jump up the tree and just get away and get a little bit of a rest time. And of course, little Elora is left with these two little monsters who are too glad to see her and want to try and make friends in their own way. So this is the thing that we have to basically just keep an eye on, that they don't become too rough or anything like this with her. She naturally can hear a little bit of whimpering there, wants to get back to mom, but for them it now becomes like a little bit of a game, like you've got like a new sister that you can sort of pick on. So that's why it's very important to have people around just checking that they don't get too rough. So we might have to interfere if we want to. You can see how she tries to get away and they grab her by her little tail. But of course it's all in the thing of good fun. It's not really there to hurt her. And I'm sure these two are also going to look after her just as much. I wish I could tell you who they were, but it's a little bit difficult from this distance. They're not really that close to the fence, so hard to pick up distinguishing features.
We have Elora and Max.
Little Elora seems to be much more settled with Mags and does seem to prefer her over the others. Mags doesn't seem really too concerned. She does look after little Elora and carries her around and does protect her here and there, but it'll be good to see how things go in the future, who little Elora will end up with, if it is going to be Mags, because sometimes you do get these moms that play a little bit tough, but they really do care for the little ones. So here we have Renee, and it looks like she's got a little TK with her, also just getting away out of these little rascals fighting there, protecting little TK, and off they go into the bush. So Laura's again with some of the little juveniles playing around. I think they're taking advantage of her, but of course this is how the little ones also learn their ranking and everything along like this in the cage, and learn to fend themselves, which is very important. And she's actually doing extremely well, very confident in herself, and she doesn't seem to be too put off by them.
Jambi and Elora.
So Jambi was born on site in 2011 to another female called Jose. So Elora is still there with Jambi, so it really looks good. Jambi seems to be happy. Elora seems like she's settled in and running up to her as a mom, which is quite good. So maybe she's found her forever mom here. You can see that little happy face of hers there at the moment. She's just got somebody nice to look after her. It's really nice to watch as the little family sort of comes together and all sit in a little group there, foraging and looking for things. So Josephine, one of last year's orphans, playing there with Elora.
TK.
Well, little Elora's certainly off there in a mission. I thought, oh yeah, she's running up to one of the mothers. Can't be that one, must be the next one in line. Meantime, she's running up to the feeding cage. She's seen the milk out there and she's gone to get something to drink. So really remarkable. It's so fantastic just to see her doing that and knowing she knows the milk's there and gone to fetch some for herself.
TK and Changuito.
So Changuito was born in the troop to Paradise, so she's got very high ranking. She's quite dominant. She certainly doesn't like the intra cages, so she is one of the females that sit on the side and slowly pick up a baby once they're out to foster. She actually fostered Renee. So this is TK with Jambi. You can see like the little ones are switching between foster mums quite a bit at the moment, or we should say foster mums are showing different interests in the little ones or giving them a break. So they're not just looked after by the first two. A lot of the females are looking after them and interested in them and trying to get them to come a little bit closer to them.
We have TK and Marta on the back.
It's a little bit easier to spot Martha because she's got a bit of the purple dye on her that the little ones had before they went out of the enclosure, and because she was in there with them, she managed to get some on herself as well, so she's a little bit easier to identify.
TK.
Well, that's why it's such a great time of the year, doing the integrations, getting these little ones out to their new foster moms, watching them in the enclosures and just spending time out there and watching the little antics and how they get on and how the troop gets formed again and how these little guys actually become part of it. You can't actually even explain the joy that you actually get from just working with these little guys and just getting that opportunity to share a little bit of their lives with them. Even though it starts off so traumatic and everything like this, in the end of it, what they're experiencing, and just look at the fun this little guy's having, running through the trees, playing around. He's got his mom, he's confident, he's happy, he's being a little monkey, chewing on little things here and there. It's just wonderful, and if you ever get the opportunity to volunteer, I really do suggest you do it. It's an experience of a lifetime, and just being in these little guys' lives for that short bit of time really makes a difference to your life.
monitoring Skunkey troop using some sunflower seeds. All the monkeys came to eat, including little TK. He's very confident next to Paranormal, this big male. She's sorry.
Well, I certainly hope you all enjoyed this second basic release with the Skunkey troop and the Skunky monkeys. The little ones certainly enjoyed it. They're really happy with their moms. They're still trying to sort the logistics out of everything. But I think they've got a couple of moms in there that really and truly love them. So we'll see what happens with the next release following next week. Thank you everybody for contributing, for sharing our pages, getting new members for us, getting the numbers up. Patreon, becoming members on Patreon, it really does help us as well. And also for those people that are donating monthly on PayPal, thank you ever so much. It's one of the things getting us through at the moment. It's still, I don't know why the world's so slow waking up or getting people traveling. I think the cost of living is just too high, but hopefully we'll start getting people through soon so that we can share this experience with them and they can learn about our primates. See you next week.